Well, the Golden Goose just keeps giving, and I'm starting to think it's got a personal vendetta against itself. Every time it lays an egg, it's less gold and more radioactive waste. And all I can do is laugh my way to the bank while the industry hurls itself face first into yet another PR meat grinder. It's almost poetic now. The game industry keeps lighting its own house on fire, all while screaming at us to keep buying matches and gasoline. And the best part? They still have the gall to act shocked when players walk away. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today Ubisoft has reminded us why digital ownership is a fantasy, customer loyalty is a joke, and the only thing you really own is your regret. Ubisoft, that benevolent god of broken promises and half-baked live service nonsense, has decided to hold the line in the Crew lawsuit. And what a line it is. In plain English, they've basically said, you never owned the game, sucker. Their legal team filed to dismiss the case brought forward by a group of California gamers, stating that players shouldn't have believed they were buying actual ownership of the game. No, you were merely granted the honor of a limited time experience until Ubisoft decided they were bored. And to be fair, the packaging did mention something vague about that. If you had a magnifying glass and the reading comprehension of a Harvard lawyer, they pulled out that you were only renting it. Bro defense with the elegance of a tax form, while simultaneously admitting the Crew was built to die the moment someone in accounting got twitchy. All right, let's talk brass tacks, shall we? The Crew launched way back in 2014. Fast forward to 2024 and the servers were shuttered. A solid decade-long run, I suppose, but here's the kicker. Anyone who bought it, whether digitally or physically, can no longer play the game at all. What did you pay for, you ask? Oh, just a disc-shaped coaster and a free lesson in corporate disdain. Lovely, isn't it? Refunds, you say. Well, only if you recently bought the game. And everyone else, well, my friends, enjoy your museum piece. But here's the cherry on this turd sundae. You're gonna love this. The plaintiffs, in their amended complaint, threw in an extra claim. Ubisoft may have broken California's gift certificate laws. Yes, you heard that right. The Crew's in-game currency, which had real-world monetary value, mind you, was obliterated right along with the servers. And in California, that little stunt is, well, illegal. Gift cards don't expire, so why should virtual currency? But no, Ubisoft's out here, casually deleting purchases and slapping a progress sticker on it, because why not? And here's where it gets really fun. The original packaging had an activation code that didn't expire until 2099. That's not a typo. So players had every reason to believe the game would last, well, at least longer than a dog's age. But no, Ubisoft came in like a landlord with a crowbar, locked the doors, and told you the eviction was always in the fine print. Now, call me stupid, because clearly that's what Ubisoft thinks of their customers, but I was under the quaint impression that if you spend money on a product, you should be able to use it. Silly me. Apparently, I should have just considered myself lucky to bask in the glow of a Ubisoft product for as long as they deemed me worthy. Not that this personally affects me much anymore. I stopped buying their junk after Assassin's Creed Syndicate, back when I still had a shred of hope. They could tell a coherent story without bloating it with open-world checklist garbage. Even then, I only ever grabbed their games on deep sale and usually forgot they existed within a week, and don't even get me started on the Upplay. Sorry, Ubisoft Connector app. Trying to log into that thing is like trying to hack into NORAD with a paperclip. Lost passwords, endless two-factor codes, and some ancient captcha that might as well be asking you to solve a riddle in Elvish. This is what the industry has become. You're not a customer, you're a mark. A walking wallet with no ownership rights. They'll sell you access, pull the rug, then tell you it was clearly stated in paragraph 17 of the terms and conditions you never read because you were too busy thinking you were buying a game, not renting a dream. So Ubisoft, bravo, keep telling your customers they never owned the product. Keep treating them like temporary inconveniences on the road to quarterly profits. And when you're standing over the grave of your own goodwill, remember this, you dug it with your own hands. Here's some free advice, Ubisoft, and feel free to take notes. When your last game flopped harder than a fish on a hot dog, and it's painfully obvious you're cooking the books just to save face, maybe, just maybe, don't go out of your way to alienate the few loyal fans still foolish enough to keep buying your games. You don't build goodwill by gutting your own library and laughing in the face of customer trust. All you're doing is shrinking your audience. deflating what little enthusiasm remains, and making damn sure the next release is met with crossed arms and closed wallets. We've seen this play out before, and we know exactly where it leads. Right to the bargain bin, if it even makes it that far. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.